And so I want to break down today how you can make $250,000 in your lending business the first year. For me, it really just comes down to the math, and we have to work backwards and say, okay, this is how we're going to do it. So a lot of people don't do the math, and the math is what's going to get you there. The math is what's going to set you free. Let's say we have a target of $250,000 a year. What is that going to take as far as like monthly loan volume, given our point structure and all the different things like that? How are we going to get there? So I'll break it down for my business, but yours might be a little different, but we'll probably be, within the same realm of where our numbers are at. So first and foremost, we charge 3 points and 14%. So we charge a 3% origination fee on the front, just for all our due diligence and the work and the risk and everything like that. And then we charge 14%. Now, this number gets a little convoluted when you try to incorporate your own funds versus somebody else's funds. But just for now, I'm just going to assume that these are all your own funds. So in my lending company, for example, 3 and 14%, we do 6-month loans. There are a couple of different ways that we can extend for like an additional point or two up to a year. But most of the time, most of the loans are paid off within 6 months. So at 14%, 6 months or so, half a year, we take that 14% and we just divide it in half, which is basically 7% annualized. So if you take that 7% and you add it to the 3%, the origination fee on the front, you get roughly 10%, which makes it really easy to do the math. So if you want to make $250,000 a year, you take the $250,000 and divide it by the 10% annualized, which would come out to $2.5 million. But $2.5 million is not the amount of cash that you have to necessarily have. That's just the total annual loan volume that you're going to have to do. So if we break that down, a little bit further, if you take 2.5 million and you divide it by 12 months, it comes out to roughly, $200,000, a little bit more, like $210,000 in monthly loan origination volume, which is really not that much. Now,